Welcome to my second Visual Basic tutorial. In this tutorial we'll learn how to assign a value to a variable. So first, open up Visual Basic and create a new project. Make sure it's a console application and call it whatever you want. I'm just going to call it tutorial 2. Now, as always, you want to write your code in between submain and end sub. So the first thing we want to do is define the variable, and to do this you type dim, then the variable name, which could be anything, but I'm just going to call it x, as, and you can define it as many things, but it could be defined as an integer, so x is defined as a number, so x equals a number, or it could be a string, so x could equal a word or a letter. But for this I'm going to keep it as a number, as an integer. Now you might be asking, well, what's the use of defining x as a number? Well, it can make your life very easy if you need to do a math sum or subtraction, or like just anything to do with math. It will make it a lot easier. For example, if you were to have Console.Write, enter number, whatever the user inputs after this you can assign to x, so x equals the user input. You can do this by writing x equals Console.ReadLine. And to prove that x now equals whatever I type in there, I will write Console.Write, and I want to write x. And then to keep the console on the screen, I'm going to do Console.ReadLine. Now, as you can see, if I type 6, it will equal 6. Now, if I wanted to use this in a math problem, I could add another variable and call it y, and define that as an integer as well. So I could say enter another number. And then whatever the user inputs, you can assign that to y. And then you can define a result as an integer. And then this is the line where the math actually happens. So results could equal x plus y. So whatever the user puts for the first number and whatever the user puts for the second number is now equal to them two added. Result is now equal to x and y added. So if I was to write result there, if I was to write 4 and 3, this should now equal 7, and it does. You can also change the addition sign to subtraction. This will work in exactly the same way. So 7, say 4, and this will equal 3. You can also use multiplication, which is an asterisk. For instance, 4 times 9, which is 36. And divide. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now this is the main use for defining variables, but you do need to do this for nearly everything you write. So it does pay off to learn about defining variables. Anyway, that's about it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next tutorial.